A very good morning everybody, and welcome to the last post from Rawto of this Rugby World Cup, and a bit of post-final and plate game analysis. I'm out in the glorious Galloway countryside today doing a bit of drystane dyking, wall repair, just finishing off the top stones and the cover stones there. For once we can say we are hurricane free, which you down south aren't, so you can be jealous of our weather for once. But look at all those bruising clouds. I'll have to be brave at some point during the day. Now, rugby. What a World Cup. France don't have a trophy to take away from it as they were hoping. They don't have a plate, let alone a trophy. What they do have is a lot of kudos from a great tournament. The atmosphere at all the games was absolutely incredible, start to finish. Some great stadiums, great choices of stadiums, and really absolutely brilliant. So bring on the 2024 Olympics. France have really proved their worth in hosting tournaments as they have done previously. Now on the rugby front, England, I think what we're going to get from the tournament is the plate. Obviously, does anybody want third place? It's better than nothing, bit of silverware. I think we're also going to get another 4 years of Owen Farrell. I think he'll do another full World Cup cycle, which will kind of bog down our rugby in fairly algorithmic, monotonous, predictable stuff. I'm thinking we'll probably waste the talent to a certain extent of George Ford and Marcus Smith as really good, free-thinking tens. And Johnny May, interestingly, the other day, who incidentally I'm very glad, selfishly as a Gloucester fan, is retired from international rugby now, because we get him back in our selection process indefinitely. Johnny May called Steve Borthwick a genius the other day, and Gloucester's a very good judge of character where genius is concerned with overflowing with them in our part of the world. But in the finish of it, in the plate game, England were one try saving tackle away from losing it again, and we didn't learn in the semi-final. It cost us again in the semi-final, despite the fact we played a very disciplined game. We needed to change at the finish when their bench came on, and we didn't. And we've done it again against Argentina. Okay, so we won, but we were one try-saving tackle away from losing, as we were against Fiji, as we were against Samoa. So South Africa, on the other hand, won the final. And they've been 1 point away from losing 3 games in a row, and they do change their game. And they do adjust their game plan in real time on the pitch, and they've won the tournament. The final, Sam Cane, again, the bunker is a big talking point, and it's really sad to see rugby tie itself up in knots like that. You look at some of the ejections from the pitch earlier in the tournament. Did Sam Cane deserve to go off? Absolutely not. But if you read things to the absolute nth degree of the letter of the law, well, maybe he did. But rugby, again, has kind of given itself, let's face it, a bit of a no-arms face tackle and an immediate red card on that front. If that's how we're going to decide tournaments, I'm not saying that did on its own decide the tournament, and the All Blacks put in some really yeoman work, considering that they were down to 14 men from the for 50 minutes of the game. Anyway, there you go. Follow us on Rawto, like us, and we'll be back for the Six Nations in the new year with some live commentary for you. If you want to see the result of the drystane dyke, you can watch the French version of this post.